Leagues Cup rolling right along. Orlando City in great position to advance as they take on Atlético San Luis this Sunday night. I'm Evan Weston. Let's put 10 minutes on the clock and get you ready for this big weekend matchup. Starting off at number one, we got to talk about the first Leagues Cup game. Orlando City hosting CF Montreal and essentially blowing them out of the water. The game over really before it could even get going as Dagerdan Torhalson got the scoring started. Facundo Torres, Ramiro Enrique, Martin Ojeda, all finding themselves on the score sheet in what was ultimately a 4-1 win. The cherry on top, Pedro Galese saving a penalty on Joseph Martinez. Let's show the whole thing to you with our full Orlando City-style cinematic treatment.
Leagues Cup 2024 is underway.
We are in a good momentum. We have confidence. Our ways, our ways, our ways.
Latano's rebound shot is blocked, and then it's turned in by Torhalson. Dagerdan puts Orlando City in front. Araujo, it puts a dangerous one in, and on the backside it's Torres to turn it in. The onside flag has come up. At the end of the first half, this is going to go to video review, and it is a goal. Into the channel for Enrique, touches it right past the keeper, and Orlando City are absolutely flying. Now here's one for Ojeda! He drives it right past Preza. Martinez with the run-up. And he's denied by Galese with a right-hand save. It is all going right for Oscar Pareja and his side. They continue to fly.
At number two, after the game, Oscar Pareja and Dagerdan Torhalson speaking to reporters about the dominant performance and their expectations to go very far in this year's edition of the Leagues Cup.
To score 4 goals against a very difficult rival, and just see the team in that evolution that we are looking for. Keep that momentum that we had in the last 6 games. And it's all good to see. First half, we solved the game early in terms of just being sharp on scoring. We knew that Montreal will come to look for us in the second half, and they will just give us some spaces, and that was what happened. And then again, we are fine in front of the goal, and this is something that just makes it look very good. So happy with the result, but as this competition tells us, we need to get ready for the next one.
Win it. That's the only thing. We go into it to win it. If we don't go into it to win it, why are we then competing? It's just the mindset. We go into every competition to win. We're going to win every trophy that we can. If not, why are we here?
Coming in at number three, we have to talk about some history Orlando City's attacking players are making. We'll start with Martin Ojeda. His goal early in the second half against Montreal gave him sole possession of a brand new club record. Going all the way back to late June, Ojeda has either scored or assisted a goal in 7 consecutive matches. No player in the history of Orlando City has done that before. Orlando has won 5 of their last 6 games, all with Ojeda in the starting lineup, and is undefeated in the month of July. The DP, after a year and a half of ups and downs coming off the bench, coming in and out of the lineup, has made the number 10 position his own, and Orlando City is reaping the rewards. At number 4, not to be outdone, Ramiro Enrique on the precipice of some history of his own. Enrique scoring in the 5th consecutive game. That has tied a club record set by Daryl Dike in 2021 in his final 5 games for the club. So if Ramiro gets a goal against Atlético San Luis on Sunday, he will be the first player in the history of Orlando City to score in 6 straight games. And again, Orlando City has not lost this season when Ramiro Enrique finds the back of the net. At number 5, we would be remiss if we did not mention the engine driving so much of this. Facundo Torres, the summer of Facu. Number 3 seems to be the best summer yet for Facundo Torres. After a tough start to the year, he was left out of Marcelo Bielsa's Copa America squad for Uruguay. That was a personal blow to Facundo Torres, and he has taken it out on Orlando City's opponents. In his last 9 games, going all the way back to June 19th, Facundo Torres has 7 goals and 5 assists. He has multiple goal contributions in 5 of those 9 games, including an assist and a goal against Montreal on Friday. And if Facundo Torres scores against San Luis, it will be his 40th goal for Orlando City. Only Kyle Larin, with 44, has scored more in the history of the club. Torres has a really good shot to break that record by the end of the season. At number 6, time to focus in on where we stand in Leagues Cup. On Tuesday night, we got the other match in our group of 3. It was Atlético San Luis at CF Montreal, a 5-goal thriller at the Stade Saputo. It started early for Montreal. Tom Pearson, his home debut, new signing from Wigan Athletic. Really nice finish from outside the box in the 17th minute to put Montreal up 1-0. Pierce made his Montreal debut overall at Inter & Co Stadium last weekend. He wasn't done yet. 10 minutes later, gets the ball on the near side. Beautiful whipped-in ball, and Matias Kokoro making no mistake at the far post. The Uruguayan making it 2-0 to Montreal. Check out the bend on this one from Pierce. Looks like he's going to be a really nice addition. Not over yet, though. Frank Boley, former Portland Timber, gets a penalty kick in the 77th minute to get Atlético San Luis on the board. Started to push numbers forward. Looked like they might get a result. But how about this header from Sanusi Ibrahim, 82nd minute on the corner. Get up there! Ibrahim puts it in the back of the net. That was enough to lock up the result for CF Montreal, which means they go even with Orlando at the top of the group with 3 points. There was a late penalty for another former MLS player, Atlanta United star Jurgen Damm, but that was in the 103rd minute, and there was not any time left for San Luis. And so it becomes this situation at number 7, the standings in East Group 2. Orlando City 3 points, Montreal 3 points, but Orlando is guaranteed to finish above Montreal because of goal difference unless they lose by 5 goals or more on Sunday. That is the only way Orlando City doesn't advance to the knockouts, and they will clinch the group win with even a 1-goal loss. That is enough to get Orlando City through. A draw, obviously, will put them past everybody at 4 points. So just a 1-goal loss, all Orlando City needs on Sunday night. At number 8, let's learn a little bit about Atlético San Luis. Not a club that gets talked about a whole lot in the States. They're a relatively new club, founded in San Luis Potosí in May of 2013. They really got a boost when Atletico Madrid, the Spanish Giants, purchased a stake in the club in 2017. Started to invest some money. That got them promoted to Liga MX in 2019. And right after that was the pandemic and Liga MX pausing promotion and relegation, which has not resumed. So they've been able to stay up and even went all the way to the league semifinals in the 2023 spring season, the Apertura, where they beat Monterrey on the way to a semifinal defeat to Club America. They then beat Club America this year in the Clausura, which just started a few weeks ago. They're 1-1-2 through 4 games, off to a good start, but they did lose to Montreal the other night. That means they need to beat Orlando City. That would get them through to the knockouts. Any other result, and they will be eliminated from the Leagues Cup. Elsewhere around the club at number 9, Orlando City welcomed a very special guest to the Orlando Health Training Ground this past Tuesday. Manchester City was in town to play a friendly in front of 50,000 plus against FC Barcelona at Camping World Stadium. And none other than Pep Guardiola and his staff stopped by the Orlando Health Training Ground to say hello and meet Oscar Pareja and his coaches at Orlando City. Take a look.
Oh, yeah, no me molas.
And finally, at number 10, we got to give you a big dunk update at the Olympic Games. The United States, after falling to France last week, defeating New Zealand and Guinea, both in blowout fashion, to advance to the quarterfinals for the first time since Sydney 2000. Maguire yet to get on the score sheet. He did start the New Zealand game, came off the bench against Guinea, but an integral part of his team as they have risen past an early defeat and into the knockout rounds. Let's see how the U.S. and Big Dunk do the rest of the way. And that does it for this week's edition of 10 and 10. The game starts at 8 p.m. on MLS Season Pass and Apple TV Sunday night. Orlando City against Atlético San Luis. Our radio coverage will begin at 7:30 on FM 96.9 The Game. Talk to you then.